If I were to ask myself what are my earliest memories of cinema, it takes me back to a time where I used to watch the Indiana Jones trilogy box set on VHS on this little square TV in my room. And I used to watch those films so much. I used to watch them back to back. And at night, I used to recall and retell those stories in my head until I fell asleep. It was at that moment I started to question cinema, because I realised in that moment that the status quo wasn't that these films were made by documentary crews who just happened to be there at the right time, at the right place. No, I realised that these were films made by artists, because each shot was different. You had wide shots, close-ups, medium close-ups, detailed shots, you had music, but most of all, you had performance. Later on in life, I moved to London to study at Goldsmiths University of London to enhance my ability to tell stories and learn how to do this for a living. And I quickly realised that the world wasn't just going to give me everything I wanted. This was an extremely competitive place, and there were so many thousands of people competing to tell their stories. So you had to get crafty, learn the craft of filmmaking the hard way. Whenever I think of my first ever memories of cinema, I think back to that time of the kid on the bunk bed watching Indiana Jones, but I also think back to that kid 10 years ago, sitting alone in London, starving, wondering where his career is going. I feel quite self-indulgent making a video like this because, I've been behind the camera my whole career. But these moments don't come often, and so you have to seize the opportunity to scream about it, and that's what I'm doing. I am so ever proud to sit here and say to my younger selves that it was all worth it. And I don't think they would believe me if I travelled back in time and told them that my short film, Dear Imelda, is now streaming on Disney+.